we are always struggling with the deer. I love deer. Don't get me wrong. I think they're beautiful and I love watching them. I think they're very graceful, but they eat a lot of our plants and also my clients' plants. So we struggle with this all year round. And I wanted to share with you a few of my tips and things that we use in our garden and also in our clients' garden to help keep the deer away. Now, when I say keep the deer away, I think it's great that they meander around, but stay away from my plant material, my beautiful plants. So, okay, this is one of our tried and true Irish Spring soap. I love that color green, as you can tell. It's so pretty, but I literally will buy this by the case, and our team will take cheese graters and we shred it. Just like you would shredding cheese, you would shred the Irish Spring soap. And if you have deer that are, how do I say this, super aggressive deer, what I mean by that is like, if you pull down the driveway and the deer just stands there and looks at you, those are pretty much, they are, how do I say this? They're real tame and they're not, things don't really scare them or bother them. This probably is not going to work, but we've had a lot of success with this in some of our clients' gardens. And to be honest, we've had some clients where this has not worked. So because the deer have gotten so used to it. Okay, so you literally grate it and then you sprinkle, I would say probably about a small handful literally around the base of the plant. So imagine if you're outside, right? And then you actually like spread that around. And then the smell and the odor from the Irish Spring soap, as it starts to deteriorate, as the sun hits it, as it eventually the rain hits it, it will emit, a nice smell. I love the way Irish Spring soap smells, and it will help keep the deer away. So it's something that probably lasts for about 2 weeks. And one thing I really want you to know about keeping the deer away is it's a constant battle. It's not something that you can put one thing out and then the deer go away for the rest of the season. It's something that we have to apply to our clients' gardens at least once or twice a month to make sure that we keep the deer away. Okay, so this is Irish Spring soap. Okay, next, this is one of my go-tos, liquid fence. Yes, this stinks. Yes, it smells really bad. And do not spray this before you're having a party because it actually is coyote urine, right? It's uric acid. And this is one of my tried and true that we like to spray on our clients' gardens that are really, you've got those deer that you're having a really hard time with. This liquid fence, you can buy this online. You can buy this at your local hardware store. But we simply spray it and make sure that you spray it on a sunny day. If it rains, that means, and if it rains immediately or, pretty much within 6 hours after you've sprayed it, it won't work anymore. So make sure it has time to seep in and to really absorb around the area. But we will literally spray this and just lightly. Now when you're spraying it, don't literally go directly on the plant. I like to mist around the plants with liquid fence, but it works very, very well. This is one of my tried and true and one of my favorites, liquid fence. I can't sing enough praises about this. Okay, last. This is actually, I found this at our local hardware store and it was on sale and it was such a super cheap price. But how many of you are familiar with the way mothballs smell? Well, I love the smell of mothballs because my mom always had them in our closets. Now, it wasn't like a profuse smell, but it just reminds me a lot of when I was a kid. Now, she didn't have a ton of mothballs. She maybe had 2 or 3, but this actually smells a lot like mothballs. But literally, it's just, let me take this apart so you can see. It's a kit. And the kit comes, it's called Nozone. Nozone. And it's by Enzo. It's OZ, and they've been around since 1918. They've been around for a really long time. But if you, let me see if I can open this up. I'm going to try to get it open. I don't know if I'll be able to figure out how to get it open on camera. I don't think it's going to let me open it. Well, here we go. So well, it's not, nope, it's not going to let me actually get inside of it. So I think the reason why they do that is so that way this keeps it super safe. So especially around children, this would probably be a good thing if you have young children around. I don't think you can get inside of this. But basically, if you look up close, you'll see they have these little pellets in there, and it literally smells just like a mothball. But you take the end, so I think you open it up, because if you look really closely, they're actually like these little air vents in these holes. So I guess that's what the deer smell. But you take the end of the stake and you thread it through, and then you place these around your plants or in your garden, and they say that this is supposed to repel deer, squirrels, rabbits, and other different types of things like that. So this is something that we've also used before, and it works really well. But like I said, we love the deer. We think they're absolutely beautiful, but sometimes they just can be a little pest, and they like to eat all of my newly planted plants that we plant, like I said, in our garden and a lot of our clients' gardens. But these are some of my go-to tips to keep the deer away. And if I had to choose between all of these, which are my favorite, it would definitely be the liquid fence. So I would love to know your tips and your tricks on how you keep the deer away. So please share with me. And if you've got any secret recipes, I want to know about them. Okay, good luck this spring, and hopefully we get to keep the deer away with some of these great things.